Hello. This session, I want to teach you how to import a library to your project. And actually, we are going to talk about how to use library in your projects. For example, for this project, I have created a library which is called avatar.globe. So avatar.globe, and we can use it inside Flutter. Well, so Flutter, in order to access the link, you only need to write avatar globe Flutter, and it shows you a link named poo.deb. And this is the website which includes all the libraries of Flutter. And you can search here the different libraries that you want to find. Well, in order to use this library, as you see it here, it says that the library is for Android, iOS, and web. And it also gives information about this library here. And these are the whole information that you need to know about this library. And if you look at here, there is also a video that is taken from the application itself. So you can watch it and get more information about the application and the library. There are some explanation that you can use them to get more information about the library. So how should we add this library to our project? You should select installing, and then it asks you to go to dependency and copy the library and add it here. So I right click here and choose copy. Then I come here and enter the project, and then I go to popsback.yum and select this one. And in this list, near the dependency and in the list of all libraries that were added here, I press Ctrl+V on my keyboard in order to paste it. Remember that there should be 2 spaces at the beginning. So pay attention that if you have more or less spaces here, you're going to encounter an error. So only 2 spaces are needed. After this, you should select packages.get, and it imports the packages of the library you have added. Now, you have to come here and use the library. This was the online method of adding the library to project. And the thing that you needed was to only enter the name of the library, and it was downloading the library for you. There is another way, which is the traditional way and manual way to import a library, which is not recommended, and I suggest you to use the online method. So you go to installing section and copy the dependency and then paste it inside the popsback.yum. Then we enter main.dart and use that package that we have downloaded. Now I want to use avatar globe library. Avatar globe is a widget that places an image inside your avatar. Look here, and there is a video here. If you want, you can watch it, and changes your avatar. And remember, avatar.globe is one of the most useful libraries available in developing. Well, Now I enter the body and create a center widget in order to bring the avatar to the middle of the page. So center widget. And the child of this center is avatar.globe. So the child of the center is avatar.globe. After entering, we see that the library is imported automatically. And if it is not imported, you can click on it. So it is not imported now. You can click on it and then press Alt and Enter on your keyboard, and it gives you the suggestions about what to do in order to import the library. And by choosing the first choice here, you can import the library. After importing it, you have to define several parameters for it. It says that, if you look at here, it says that the child and radius are required. We enter these two, and then we're going to add some other parameters that as needed. The child is a circle avatar. So the child, as I said, is a circle avatar. And then we select the background of the circle avatar as an image. For example, we're going to put an image inside this avatar, and I use image.assets in order to import the image. Since I have imported the image in my previous project, the only thing that I need to do is to copy the link and paste it here. Okay, after this, we have to add the next parameter. We have to set a radius for the circle avatar image that we have here. For example, I want to select 50 for that. So the radius is 50. Yeah, I have to arrange the codes to see what we have done here. So this is the circle avatar. And I have to set an end radius. You might ask, what is end radius? If you look at here, there are some shades, yes? End radius sets the limits of this shade. We can set whatever number for the end radius. For example, it is 9 now, but we can increase it, for example, 25. And we cannot see the changes until we run the project. Since the radius of the image is 50, I set this as 100. So let me show you here. The radius of the image is 50 and the shade is 100. Well, let me add several other parameters too. We set a start delay for it. But you might ask, what is a start delay? It sets when the image starts animating. So I set the duration for it, and I choose, for example, 1 second for that. And after that, we have the glow color. We have different colors here, and so, for example, I choose pink for the glow color. As you see, we have, for example, blue, pink, red. So we chose pink for that. And now we can set an unlimited repeat for it, and we set it as true. And as you see, the repeat of the animation is true by default. And the curve is fade slow in, which is chosen again by default, and there is show to gloss. Again, it is true. This is the type of the animation, and we should always set this type because other animations are not working and they're not supported. And let me show you other parameters. So we talked about a start delay, we talked about glow color, and if we do not set the glow color, it will be white by default. And the type is circle. Yes, the shape type is circle. And here we have the repeat pause duration, and we set it on 100 milliseconds. Everything is okay. So I have to run the project again. But let me tell you something. After placing the avatar globe, you have to select package.get. So we should select package.get. So we enter main.dart and wait for the restarting of the project. It is restarted, and if I run the emulator, you can see that the shade is pink here, and this is the image I have selected. So I hope you have enjoyed this session. Goodbye until next session.